Okay gang, welcome back to this episode. We have just pulled into the neighborhood, literally driving and vlogging. Check the surroundings, it's totally fine. We have just pulled into the neighborhood of Chris and Roberta Laundrie's house.
On Wabasso Avenue.
Wabasso Avenue. We're gonna drive up right now and see what the situation looks like. We're gonna bring you guys along for this vlog. I mean, hopefully we can get a live interview. I mean, that would be fantastic. If we could get a like and a subscribe out of somebody in the Laundrie family, I think that would be kind of a home run grand slam situation. What are you thinking right now?
I'm sure Chris would be happy to subscribe.
Maybe
I don't
not.
know if he'll like it all though.
Right. Hopefully he doesn't see some of our past iterations.
There's a couple of cars around. It looks like a lot of neighbors are home or they have cars in the driveway. So we'll let you know what we find. Okay guys, Chris's red truck is gone from the driveway, so we're just gonna sit here and hang out until he comes home. There are two other guys here reporting. One has a camera and one of them's chatting to it, so we're gonna go see what they have seen this morning. The silver Mustang and their camper is in their driveway.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
A police drive by.
Oh, really?
Well, there was an officer
undercover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw some cars like driving by a few times. So I think they have still some surveillance.
Oh yeah, nobody's hassled you guys?
Hmm?
No one's hassled you for being out here?
No, nobody.
You think he will come home soon?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Where are you guys reporting from?
It's a Russian media.
Oh,
Russian media
nice.
company.
Nice.
Sweet.
What about you?
Independent media.
Based here in
YouTube.
Florida?
No, we live in this van, so we drive all over the place.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's your main location?
Washington, Oregon, where we come from, but
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wherever the news takes us.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
What is it called? The media?
Allie and Dan. It's just a YouTube channel.
Let me just.
I'm out here in front of the Laundrie residence. As you can see, no red truck. We're gonna plant ourselves. Hopefully we can get a glimpse of that as it comes by. There's definitely cops circling the area in undercover vehicles. They're not hassling us or anything. There's some other gentlemen here and they're not hassling them either, so they've been here longer than we have. So we are just gonna wait and see. Allie's actually talking to those gentlemen. Possibly giving them her number. Hey, what the heck? What's going on?
Tours, sir?
What's that?
Tours coming to. I work for a newspaper.
Oh yeah, we're just
I was
lowly.
watching your.
Поснимай просто нас.
We're vloggers.
Oh, hi Craig. Ellie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
I've
to
seen
meet
you.
you.
Watch-
Can I get one?
Oh, have you?
Okay.
You guys.
Yeah, we're out on the scene.
alligators or anything, or
No, we're hoping to see a gator here at
Yeah,
some
we'd love
point.
to see one.
pulling your leg?
But from a distance.
Which video did you watch?
You guys were down on Reserve.
Oh, yesterday's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Was it
yeah.
yesterday?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to document people coming here to. visit.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're hoping to get a live interview with old Chris Laundrie, but probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
We're hoping
But
to.
you just never know.
You just never know. You just never know.
All right. Well,
We're
cool.
optimistic.
What are you doing?
Watching you guys.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking at this place is empty. It was
I know.
filled here for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't expect there to be too many people, but
When I heard this, you know how many people ask me, I have a course, an online course that teaches people how to live in a vehicle. And I have solo female lived in a vehicle for years and never once had a scary,
Yeah.
never once, in many other countries as well, not just America. And I never once had a scary or sort of interesting evening where I felt threatened in the least bit. So I think this sort of came very interesting to me. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Well, I was also in the only situation I had was with an ex-boyfriend many years ago, where he and I got into an altercation, and I got out of it I got very lucky and I got out of it. And I just saw all of the same features in Brian that I saw in my ex-boyfriend, and I mean, my heart just broke. I just wish she could have known that, you know, it wasn't her fault.
Yeah.
She wasn't the problem.
Yeah, she did a lot of blaming of herself.
She did.
No, it's scary.
And I feel like I've been in her shoes, so I think that tied us more to the case. And we were already planning to go Wyoming and Moab and stuff, so we thought, well, we may as well go. You know, we've been hours a day glued on the TV watching these videos, so it's like we can't help but.
The stuff we found at Spread Creek was pretty interesting.
What'd you see?
The spot that was most interesting was the first cross we found out there, where it was like hidden behind some trees.
Yeah.
And it looked like a place where you would take something that you didn't want to be seen.
And all of the trees were like...
That was the craziest
They were
part
all
of it.
marked with orange markings. And then the cross was down there. And I believe that's the one her father made. But the one that you see from above that's in sand was just 20 feet from it.
20, 40 feet, something like that.
So there's two crosses very close to each other. But you had to cross. I'm sure in spring it's a flowing creek, but because of the, you know, starting to dry out a bit,
Right.
well, and then it started to rain, so it's hard to say, but there were like different small creeks that you had to cross, which would have been maybe a river-ish in the springtime. So anyway, that's what we found. But I built this van out myself before I met this guy, so...
Yeah, so I haven't done anything.
Don't give him any credit is all I have.
Not at all.
Come on in.
How many miles do you think you've done in your life?
Oh,
You
well, on the
documented?
Mongol Rally, that trip I told you about, I did 20,000 miles in one go. But
Mongol Rally?
well, my whole life,
Yeah, you must have 1 million.
I don't know, probably.
The Mongol Rally?
Yeah, like Mongolia.
That sounds crazy.
Give me the GoPro.
This is not them.
That red truck down there?
Oh my God, it's them.
Okay guys, we think they're coming down the street right now. Red truck, we're just gonna see what happens. I have no idea. Maybe we can get a live interview. Yeah, that was definitely them. That was 100% them. Oh, for sure, I saw them both. Roberta was in the passenger seat, Chris was driving. I wonder why they sped past their own house. Like, we don't know that they live here?
My heart's beating.
My heart's beating too. I don't know why. It's
I
like,
didn't catch it on video.
I got it.
They just drove by because they probably didn't want to see us.
Well, we're just vloggers. Like, we're independent
My heart's
media.
beating.
Yeah, I mean,
I just feel like I'm about to meet a
you know
criminal.
what? I don't know about that.
Two
I mean,
criminals.
possibly, but who knows? I just feel like maybe they could tell that I'm going to ask them for a like and a subscribe, and they were like beelining it. They're like not even going to deal with that right now. What do you think?
I'm literally shaking all over.
I can't even hold the camera straight. I don't know
saw
why.
them pull
Why did they
around.
beeline it past us? Maybe because we're the only people out here, maybe? I mean, we're like...
They're probably just gonna wait and come back later. I'm shaking. I can't even get the SD card out of this thing.
Get the SD card. I can't believe
That
they
was
just
wild.
sped by their own house.
They literally like stepped on the gas like...
We were just saying, they've been gone for like 3 hours. We've been here for an hour. The other two gentlemen we were talking to from the Russian news
company.
channel were here for 2 hours before us, and they hadn't seen them. So, I don't know, maybe they're going back to Walmart or something.
Shaking.
Come back, Chris and Roberta. We just want to ask you guys a few questions.
That the entire world would like the answers to.
I can't believe they sped past their own house. Like, what are we gonna do? Ambush them? We're just vloggers. Like, they saw the sticker on the van. They drove right by the arse of the van. They saw the sticker. They know that Allie and Dan are on the scene. They know we're reporting live on the situation. I mean, I don't know what else, what could be so worrying about that?
Okay, y'all, we just got some crazy information. We are outside of the Laundrie's house right now, and there's quite a few people here, and somebody has just let us know that...
Okay, so the news we just got, and I honestly 100% believe it, just because, like, the person that we got it from has been here the entire time. I mean, they knew everything about like this area right here and who was all here. And but he basically said that it's going to come out that Brian Laundrie shot himself in the head with a gun in the Carlton Reserve at the Myakkahatchee Trail. What do you think of that?
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I just, you know, there's so much that we don't know yet, and we are just, by coming out here, are simply getting small little bits and pieces. You guys can see their silver Mustang behind us that Brian drove to the creek.
I mean, that blew my mind, because I was thinking like, I mean, I was thinking strangulation after our last video going out there, like
with that news.
Self-strangulation, but I'm 100% just based on the source we got it from that it was a bullet to the head.
I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense. We all know that he had a gun license and that he had a gun, but I don't know if they found the gun, or I don't know how they know that. I'm sure we will all know. It probably, unfortunately, is going to be about a while, a month. I don't know. Who knows? One
thing that I still can't wrap my head around is how. So when they were going out there originally, we also found this out. There was about chest deep water in the Carlton Reserve at the area. The one thing I can't wrap my head around is how the body wasn't floating if it was a gunshot to the head. Now, I believe that it was a gunshot to the head just because of what I've heard from a source that 100% has intimate knowledge of the situation.
Here's the mail woman just coming to pick up the Laundrie's mail. I wish we could see. Their little red flag is up. I wish we could see what they're sending
What
out.
are these Laundries sending out to people? Is it an SOS, you think?
Imagine being a mail woman and this
We
is
should
just
see if she wants to like and subscribe, actually.
This is just...
So, yeah, huge revelation. Now we're going to wait here and see if we can't get something out of one of the Laundrie parents when they come back. If they come back, we'll see what happens. So we'll take you guys along, as usual, independent media on the scene, fueled by your support. So we just want to thank you guys for following along. Okay, guys, we did just see the mail person for the Laundrie neighborhood taking out what appeared to be letters. So it seems that the Laundries are in fact paying their bills on time. That's the only thing we can really derive from that.
And they just got a box.
They got a box. So there's boxes in the area. We don't know what's in the box. Federal crime to go look at the box, but there is a box, right?
We will not be one thing we will not be doing is stepping foot into their yard or doing anything disrespectful. We just want to see if we can chat with them.
Yep, just a simple chat with the old Laundrie clan.
Even if he just looks at us.
Just a look from the Laundrie clan would be nice. We're gonna get heat stroke out here waiting for this Laundrie family. This is the second time they've drove by. It's been about 45 minutes between drive-bys.
That long?
Probably half an hour. I mean, at least a half an hour, probably 45 minutes.
No, it feels like 20. They're gonna be back soon.
No, well, I mean, between the first one and the second one. From now till the second one, it's been 20 minutes. But, I just don't get why she was filming us. Like, is that supposed to deter us or something?
Maybe she thinks we're
We
cute.
drove here from New Mexico like 4 days ago. We're gonna turn around and leave because she's videotaping us with a cell phone in vertical mode? No, not happening. Third time. We're hoping third time's the charm here. They're about to drive by me right now, pulling up to their parking lot. Let's see, they're going pretty fast once again. We're just vloggers. We're just vloggers. We just wanted to see the scene. We're sorry for the loss of your son. We were at the exact location that Gabby's body was found. In the Grand Tetons. Why did you guys keep driving by us? Well, there you have it. What are you thinking right now?
Gosh, I'm running a mile a minute. He spoke to you.
He spoke to me, yeah. He said, do you mind?
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole world wants to know what happened. We all mind.
My heart's racing.
A hat and a mask.
She was wearing a hat and a mask, and she beelined it to the door. Chris Laundrie grabbed something out of the back, as you can see in the footage, and said, do you mind? They drove by us. This was the third time that they came to the house.
I think they were hoping we would leave.
They were hoping we would leave, obviously, which is just surprising to me because this has been, from people we've talked to, a media circus out here for a month and a half. And we're literally the only ones out here. As you can see, the van's right there. The laundry house is right there.
Situation by us.
Yeah, that's what surprises me so much is like, we're just lowly vloggers, independent media fueled by our viewers at home that are interested in the case. And you know, the one thing I did want to say to him, which we talked about earlier, was that we had been to the spot where Gabby was found just to see his reaction. I don't know, I'll have to look at the tape. I think maybe he like...
He didn't even, I don't even think he looked back at you.
He didn't, I don't think he looked back at me, but I just have to see the tape and just see if there's any, hopefully that I'm holding the camera straight. I'll have to see if there's any unique movements in his body language.
We do understand, though, privacy is a thing. They clearly did not want to talk to us, and so that's okay. We're gonna leave, but that was interesting. It was interesting.
I mean, it's just it's such an, I'm at a loss for words just being here, and like, we've been following this since September 14th, maybe 13th, like the Monday after September 11th. And this is like, I mean, this is a month and a half later. I don't know. It's just, I'm at a loss for words.
I've seen photos and footage of their house, and yeah, it was.
I've never seen them talk to anyone. So, I mean, he did say to us, you know, something. Not much, but something. This whole thing is just so bizarre. I do feel for any parent, no matter the circumstance, that loses their child. I mean, that's just, you know, that's like one of the worst things that can happen to you. Granted, this is an interesting situation, and there's a lot of angry people out there, and we want answers, and, you know, I know a lot of people want answers, but I mean, there was way worse stuff going on, and that they drove right into their driveway. But for them to drive by us two times, and then the third time they finally pull in, that's just interesting to me, you know?
Yeah. I think we're still just kind of processing what happened. There's so much information. The people that we spoke to earlier really gave us some pretty wild information, and it's still kind of like contemplating. I feel like I need to like sit down with map some stuff out with some dates and stuff like that to make sense of it. Thanks guys for coming along with us today. We hope that you were able to experience this in a little more real situation, I guess.
For sure. And I mean, the biggest thing for me, the biggest takeaway, well, there's two big takeaways. The Laundrie's kind of actions driving through multiple times, but then the piece of information we learned about Brian taking his own life using a firearm. Speculation for sure, but based on who we learned it from, what we think of that person and their credibility, I fully believe that that's what happened. But, you know, I guess we'll find out when it comes out, and I'm very positive that it will, so that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So that's it for this episode, guys. We're Allie and Dan. We really appreciate all your support. Leave a comment below, read the description if you want to learn how to support the channel, but just liking, subscribing, leaving a comment really helps us out.
Sorry if the cameras are shaking a little bit. This has been a little nerve-wracking for both
our hearts
of us.
are racing. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.